Hey everyone, welcome back to Diamond King 139, and today, obviously, probably from the title output, but I'll be talking about fear. What it really can do to you. You're like, oh, fear's not that big of a deal. It's a big of a deal. As you can see, we humans have a choice between what doctrinal stuff we can choose. Because obviously, in reality, some of it may be right, may be wrong. And it's all ends up there, but I'm going to be focusing on fear. What fear can actually do, it can cause cancer. Tell your friends this if they're struggling with something. Or even tell anyone that looks like they're struggling. It can cause cancer, it can lead to suicidal thoughts, it can lead to a lot of things. Medicine can too, but fear is most common. It's like, for example, fear can become one simple thing. And then if you feed off of it, and you let it consume you, it becomes the main focus of your life, really. You can't really let fear swallow you, is what I would say. So, basically, fear is technically bad for humans. And every human out there. I'm not just talking about me, I'm talking about everyone. I know that was kind of disturbing, but I'm a bit dehydrated, so I needed to do that. But continuing on, it's like fear has control, like you would hold a water bottle. But what happens if you dump the water bottle? It empties, right? It's like that. It's like that with fear. Fear takes control over you. It's like a water bottle empty. And like pain or even it takes all the good thoughts out of you and replaces them with the bad. It empties the good thoughts, so and it can lead to a lot of bad thoughts and stuff. For example, if your boss says you're worthless, and saying you let that consume you, it's a complete free choice. If you let it consume you, and there's scripture on we can't fear the world. We gotta fear the only true God. And it's not talking about like physical fear of God, but it's talking about mental fear. We gotta be representatives of the Word, as Christians, and don't get me wrong. Fear is bad for you. I keep saying this, but it could just become one problem. And it can lead to a big thing, so... Oh yeah. If you have depression, that's a sign of fear. And if you're watching this may help. And if you just find something that's your main focus, it's like a king. A good king. What would a good king do? A good king shows good character. And a good president shows a good character. And really, I could just let's tell you one small story when I was watching Fins. He had a friend that committed suicide, and pretty sure that torments Fins. And you hear this, it's like, what caused it? What was he thinking? And some people may reject recovery and help. But you know what? At the end, they just don't really care anymore. And what they're basically saying, they're willing to give their life up because of all the mean things that happen. And don't let that get to you. I'm serious. Because, if you're struggling with some type of fear and you have a fear, don't do it. And, if it helps, listen to comedy. Comedy that you can handle. Yeah. And, or listen to music. Music helps. It gets you through a lot of things. And it's like, all what I'm explaining to you is that humans aren't worthless. We're all useful in different ways. And we all have different talents. We all have different thoughts. So, why not? And if you come across a friend and has your personality, then you could say, are you struggling with fear? And suggest have them suggest watching me. I'm gonna list a few songs I would recommend if you have depression. And these are Christian songs. Some of them. And one of them's No Longer a Slave. It's basically, I'm no longer a slave to fear. Just keep saying that. Because worldly fear is bad for you. But godly fear is meant to be good for you. And if you struggled with the video today, I believe you, and I can help a little, and hope you get through depression, and go to therapy if it comes to that point and nothing works. And I actually found my enjoy moment. So every time I think fear, I go to magic. It's like the only thing that will work with me. It's magic. And for some people, magic is a good thing. And magic came into my life, simple as that, after Shin Lim. I'm the winner of America's Got Talent, and if you know who Shin Lim is, comment in the comment section. And Shin Lim, if you're watching this as well, I want to ask you a question. Did I fool you? Leave a comment. And if you're friends with Shin Lim, then you can probably compromise something with him. Because he does sound like a good guy. He is hilarious. Yep. And yeah. And I'll just explain a little about how to, not very much about this one on this subject, about what I think about how it's some the words people use, like cuss words. I'll tell you what I think about them. I think they shouldn't be used. Because if they're used, it's just breaking someone down. And if they're used in a good way, then it's not breaking them down. But if they're used in a bad way, then it'll break them down. And what Fins doesn't realize, cuss words is not the answer to this world. And Fins, if you're watching in this video, I do get angry whenever someone cusses, and it drives me up the wall. I've always been raised not to cuss for good reasons. And if you're asking why, then living in a Christian home is supposed to help with some stuff. And yeah, that'll be all for today. Make sure to please leave a like and subscribe, and see you next video. Peace out.